It begins in Texas. The Smith Grove sanitation is moving Michael Myers to a different location in Texas until the van broke down. "Ah, damn it," said Dr. Loomis. "What's wrong with it?" "Looks like we're having engine trouble, Mr. Loomis." "That's Dr. Loomis to you." "Looks like we need to hitch up Michael and walk to any gas station nearby." So a few guards went up and huddled around Michael Myers. Michael was just staring down at the ground, walking with him. Dr. Loomis has a bag full of Michael's weapons. An axe, a knife, and his mask. Dr. Loomis, what are you doing with those?" "They're evidence so I can transport them to the new facility. Once we get to the gas station, get some help, we can get out of this place. It's creepy." Then they find a gas station. But what they didn't know is they're about to get into some trouble. An old man came out. "Oh, welcome! Call me Mr. Sawyer. And you better believe you better get ready for that money now, eh?" "What a freak show," Dr. Loomis whispered to a doctor. "You said it." "What brings you to Texas, my dear friend?" "We're transferring a patient to another facility around these parts, and our van broke down a few miles away." Well, if you just come in here, we'll get you some supplies." "Who's this fella?" "Don't touch him. That's Michael Myers. He's a serial killer, and he's ravenous." The maskless Michael looked at the gas station attendant. "What a strong fella." "Well, you can chain him up over here." They chained up Michael to a beam. Dr. Loomis dropped off his stuff on a table nearby. Then they went inside and closed the door. There was five guards and 2 doctors, Dr. Loomis and his assistant. "Would you like some grub?" "No, we have food back in our van. We just need some supplies." But then they heard a chainsaw. "What is that noise?" Then behind them was a man dressed in skin. And killed them all. Michael heard all the commotion and broke his handcuffs. Grabbed the bag and walked out. "Make sure to get the one that's outside. But be careful, I heard. He's a big wallop." Leatherface walked outside and saw that there was broken handcuffs. Michael was hiding behind the gas station and put his mask on. And he looked in the bag. He found his kitchen knife and an axe. Michael put the axe on his back and hold the knife with him. He heard the chainsaw coming. He peeked behind and saw Leatherface searching. Then when Leatherface peeked around the corner, Michael punched the chainsaw out of his hands and started swiping with his knife. Leatherface pulled out his mallet and knocked Michael out. Oh, you found him, Bubba! Alright, load him in the truck. Those other ones are too gamey. This one will do nicely. They picked up Michael and put him on the back of the truck and drove back to the Sawyer family house. Michael awoke and he was surrounded by 4 individuals. He was surrounded by the man in the skin mask. But the skin mask appeared to have makeup on it, and he was dressed in a tuxedo. The other was a crazy guy holding a camera, who took a picture of Michael. Hey, would you like a picture? $5 a picture. And a shriveled up old man holding a mallet, and the other man from the earlier. You know Grandpa loves killing. Oh yeah, he's the best at it. Let's introduce our friend to Grandpa. Leatherface got up and pushed Michael's chair up to Grandpa. Then Leatherface put the mallet in Grandpa's hand and whacked Michael over the head with it. Then some blood dripped out of Michael's mask, and it was on Grandpa's finger, and Grandpa started sucking it. But then Michael bust out of the chains, pushed Grandpa, knocked out the hitchhiker, and the other old man, and started tackling Leatherface. Both of them were fighting on the ground. Then Michael pushed Leatherface through a window. Then Michael looked for his knife. He found his axe and his knife. He took the axe and went outside. Leatherface had Grandpa's mallet on him, so he went back to the house. Then Michael charged at him with the axe and missed. Michael got hit with the mallet 3 times in the back. Then Michael hit the mallet out of Leatherface's hands and went for an axe swing, but Leatherface grabbed the axe. Then Leatherface slammed the axe down on the ground and punched Michael in the face. Then they were struggling for strength. Then Michael got thrown through the door. Leatherface grabbed his chainsaw. Then Leatherface swiped at Michael's arm and it cut him a little bit. Then Leatherface went for another swipe. Then Michael dodged and ran quickly into the house. Then Michael grabbed the axe and put it into Leatherface's arm. Then Leatherface punched Michael down to the ground. Leatherface grabs the axe and puts it out of his arm. And Leatherface grabs the mallet again and starts whacking Michael back and forth. And Michael grabbed his hand and put the mallet straight in Leatherface's hand. Leatherface was bleeding through his skin mask. And Michael kicked him off. Then Leatherface kicked him down and started whacking him again with the mallet until Michael was passed out. Then Leatherface grabbed his chainsaw, a mallet, Michael's axe, and Michael's knife and went out. Then they were in a big grass patch in the forest. Till they saw a sheriff came. Oi! What are you doing? Is that Michael Myers? What's that on your face? The sheriff and his deputy armed themselves with pistols. Leatherface got shot in the gut, but he faced through it, then attacked the sheriff. But then Michael awoke and grabbed his knife and grabbed the deputy and stabbed him twice. The sheriff got away from Leatherface, grabbed the shotgun, and whacked Leatherface over the head with it. Then he saw his deputy killed, and he saw Michael. Then he shot Michael in the chest. But Michael wasn't phased. Oh shit. Then Leatherface came up and cut his head off with a chainsaw. Then the head rolled to Michael and Michael crushed it. Leatherface didn't like that because he liked the sheriff's head and he wanted to make a mask out of it. Michael had his knife. Leatherface had his chainsaw. Leatherface missed with a swipe with the chainsaw. Then Michael put his knife deep into the back of Leatherface. Leatherface dropped to the ground. Michael kept stabbing and stabbing and stabbing. Then Michael grabbed the axe, put it in the gut. Leatherface tried to put his hand up to stop it, then got his hand chopped off by the axe. And Michael stomped on the head of Leatherface. Then stomped his head, then exploded. Then Michael grabbed his stuff and drove off in the cop car. It was dawn. Michael kept on driving. When he kept on driving, there was a person behind the car holding a hook and dressed in a fish outfit. Fisherman coat, holding a knife. Michael got out and saw it. It seemed to be a fisherman with a hook looking straight at Michael. A piece of paper went next to Michael. Michael picked it up and it read, "I know what you did last summer." To be continued. Looks like Leatherface got sawed up. The winner is Michael Myers. What's next? You decide. I'll be posting a poll of 5 more options for the next death battle. And that's a new thing I'm going to be adding to the series. Since I have my community tab, more polls will be added for death battle. Stay tuned.